Amazing audience, we are live. Hey, there I am. Amazing audience, we are live right now with Andrew Dunn. We're recording from the Multimedia Network studios in New York. You should check out a great show about the podcasting industry, The Word of Malt, on iTunes at maltpodcast.com and wherever the best podcasts are found. Andrew Dunn,
Yes, sir.
great pleasure to connect with you.
Nice to meet you.
Let's have some fun.
Okay.
Which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this time in this space of history?
Talents. Probably, I'm at work, so probably programming.
Programming?
Yeah.
Who did you learn that skill from?
I learned it by myself first, started on the internet doing tutorials, and then went to a few clubs, and then went back to school, and here I am now.
Are you good?
One of the best, of course.
Well, do tell us, what you do. How can people connect with what you do, please?
I've worked on a lot of products that have probably been seen in the public before for TV. I did sites for Dexter TV show for 3 years, yeah. I was Time Magazine, I was their lead developer. NBC, I did a lot of their promos as well.
Wow. What does that look like when you say promos and stuff? Let me see if I can get this.
It's basically support material for online shows, like you go to like the Game of Thrones website, or you go to the Dexter website, play games and stuff like that.
You're creating all of the games and stuff, or yeah?
Yeah,
wow.
great. Yeah.
I know programmers are really humble, right? Like they'll be like, yeah, and it's a ton of things that you're doing in the background, right?
Yeah.
Let's tap into that skill. Who did you learn that from? Humility.
Humility. I think from practice, just from it's sort of required to be really good. You have to be really patient and learn a lot of kind of things that would require a lot of patience and focus. So that's sort of where I got humility from.
Yeah. So it's like you were forced to be humble.
Yeah. Just learning to program is a very humbling thing. It's really hard to do.
Yeah. Why will you continue to repeat the skill of being that individual now that you've learned the value of humility in the midst of the storm, if you would?
Yeah, I like doing it. I would do it for free. It's like whether it was seen by nobody or millions of people, it's still something I enjoy doing. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Tell me one other thing you've done consistently over the last 3 years, please.
Consistently, besides
programming?
I play piano.
Yeah?
Yeah, play piano.
How does that make you feel?
Good.
How good are you?
I don't know.
Okay, not one of the very best.
No, I'm not.
On this one, yeah.
No.
Yeah. What do you play? Classical?
Just whatever comes to mind. Sometimes pop, sometimes classical, sometimes jazz, sometimes modern.
Yeah.
Just I don't really do it for a reason.
Yeah. Why would you suggest to someone that's listening that they do what you've done by, yes, being one part programmer, right, but as well as having the other creative side, like with the piano?
Well, piano and programming both have in common the keyboard.
Right.
So you get better at programming with the keyboard, and the piano. Sooner or later, your mind starts to tune out, and you become more automatically engaged, I think.
So why should people do that? Like,
why?
Yeah, why should they have those? Because what you're doing, you combine two inputs and exchange the outputs, right?
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah. So why should people do that in their lives?
It forces you to think in a way that's not necessarily intuitive. It takes a lot of learning rules and learning how to do things, and then letting it become automatic after a certain point.
Yeah.
So it's a good way to tune out sort of the nonsense that is every day.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Andrew Dunn, folks. All right, let's switch gears for a moment. Let me invite you into my imaginary time machine, right?
Okay.
That is surrounded with beautiful, warm blue Caribbean water.
All right.
Andrew, what is your earliest childhood memory?
Earliest childhood memory? Wow. Earliest childhood memory, going way back. Whoa. I can't really remember specifically. I was probably like about 5 years old, probably.
Right.
Yeah, I started school really early, so I'd probably say preschool. Yeah, preschool. That's the first I remember. Going to a preschool in Louisiana with like kids sort of like me. I can't remember the teacher's name, but it was just like a daycare place.
Yeah. What was going on in that memory?
Playing on the playground. Yeah, playing in the bushes and stuff like that.
In the bushes.
Yeah. I mean, now in day school, preschool, they teach like pre-calc and stuff like, cognitive thinking and all that kind of stuff. No.
It wasn't that.
No, I was just playing around.
How do you see that memory connecting to who you are today?
Oh, wow. I don't know. I'm still like very adventurous, like to go check things out,
Yeah.
Still like to, explore.
Can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind with that memory?
Mm-hmm.
I love how the piano, keyboard,
right,
and the computer keyboard connects.
Yeah.
So you play to learn.
Right.
But it's combined. There's always learning going on.
Yeah.
Even from way back then in that memory.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty amazing stuff, right?
Yeah.
If we fast forward to when you were 12, what was your favorite song?
When I was 12, what was my favorite song? Let me think about that. That was 1987.
Right.
I was in probably the 6th grade. I think Bon Jovi was popular about that time. What was my favorite song? That was like right before I discovered music. So, I can't remember. Maybe,
cool.
Yeah.
It's My Life Wasn't All Then, yeah?
Yeah, I didn't get into music until I was like 13.
Alright, cool. That's cool. What songs pops in your mind though? Like any song?
At that time, it was a lot of Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what?
Beat It was like really popular around that time.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, well, we've arrived at our destination. But before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form. So it's yes or no, possibly a bit more.
Alright.
Are you ready?
Sure.
Have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Yes.
Are you married?
No.
Do you have children?
No.
Do you believe in God?
Yeah.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
A what?
Inner circle of friends.
Yeah.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No.
How about 3 hours a week?
Yeah.
What about screen time? The phone and or the computer? More than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
Yeah. Much
more than 8? Alright. If you had to share with us, Andrew, your own unique real statement, a statement that represents Andrew Dunn, what would you say that is? He goes up on this. Yeah, this is like the special move.
I didn't look at the camera. Like what? Oh man, I don't know.
Yeah, it's cool. You can say pass.
Yeah. Generally, just like pass. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's cool.
Nothing comes to mind.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, can I offer one? Like if I
I'll tell you
from
if I
our
agree.
conversation, I just like how in life it's necessary to combine playing and learning.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I think from a professional standpoint, if it's not enjoyable, think about why you're doing it. If you're making a mark that's not enjoyable, don't make that mark.
Yeah, I think that's the life you have chosen to live. Pretty cool. It's like your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was lucky. I'm lucky to be able to do that.
Yeah. Good stuff. Andrew, thank you for being on What Is Inspired. Before we go there, is there anything else you want to share with our amazing audience?
No, just how you doing?
Alright, good vibes, right?
Yeah.
Andrew, this was a great pleasure. Thank you for being on What Is Inspired by 12-minute convos with Angel Jones.
Thank you.
Cut. Boom.